Hello everyone, the moment has arrived once more. A month has passed and we're now going to take a look at my earnings for January 2026. If you might remember, in December's last earnings video, I mentioned that I needed to take a closer look at the advertising expenses again. I have done so and excluded several products from my campaigns because they simply didn't perform. However, my advertising expenses in January absolutely ran away from me, and I still haven't found a solution for it. To be perfectly honest, I would really prefer not to exclude such a large number of different products from my current campaigns. I am going to continue monitoring the whole situation for a little while longer, as I firmly believe it is perfectly normal that during the month of January, the advertising simply requires a bit more time to start performing properly once again. As a little bit of a teaser, I would also like to mention right now that just 2 days ago I started working with Facebook ads for the very first time in my life, and I have already gone ahead and set up a few different campaigns on the platform there. I actually had to do this as part of a major new update that we are currently planning for LazyPublisher, because we simply want to integrate a comprehensive and helpful overview for Facebook advertising into LazyPublisher over the course of the next few weeks. So get ready to be excited and really look forward to what's coming. But now let's take a close look at my earnings for the month of January. Just a quick reminder to refresh your memory. In December I had total royalties of 2,882 and a net profit of 1,668. That was actually quite good. And now let us go ahead and take a look at what happened in the month of January. January of 2026 was actually very much the same as the previous month was, bringing in a total of 2,834 euros in royalties. But because the costs for my advertising shot up so incredibly high during that specific period, I ended up making only 823 euros in total net profit for the whole month. Here we are now with the complete overview for January. As you can see, I've sold 797 books, generating a total of 2,834 euros in royalties. From that, 2,009 euros were spent on ad campaigns, leaving a net profit of 824 euros and 70 cents. The current ratio is certainly not what I would call ideal right now, but looking at the bigger picture, I really have to say that as long as I am still somewhat in the black with my total earnings, it is actually quite alright. And you're also laying down a very solid foundation for yourself, because various books really need to be promoted and fueled at the beginning so that they can achieve a much better ranking on the different marketplaces and hopefully at some point in the future start to generate more organic sales on their own. But of course, it is also quite possible that I am simply trying to sugarcoat the entire situation for myself. As we can clearly see when looking at the advertising expenditures, 2,794 euros in sales have been generated right here. And an ACOS of 71.9 is actually not that bad for me personally. Others here, of course, have completely different preferences. We also see that the majority was once again released as paperbacks. That already accounts for 3/4 of the entire revenue, although I have to say that I think ebooks already make up a significant portion, especially since I generally only promote paperbacks. This means that for me personally, ebooks, hardcovers, and these Kindle reads are essentially just a source of extra income. When looking at the different marketplaces, the situation is quite similar to what we saw last month. Naturally, I have sold the largest volume of books on the German marketplace, and the second best performing marketplace was Amazon.com, while all the other remaining marketplaces are really just more of a side thing for me. Of course, Great Britain is then in third place because I've uploaded many English books and they also sell there, just as they do in Australia. Those aren't that many, but I'm still always surprised when I sell a book in Australia. Regarding the reads, it's quite similar, I believe, to last month. And it seems most of them happened in the USA with just a few pages in Spain or only one page in Germany, but of course we can't really take that seriously. We can't look at other things here, of course, because everything is blurry. But something else that we are able to take a look at now, which has actually been a brand new feature since the most recent update, you are now also able, whenever you want to review the data from the previous month, to simply head over to the ads dashboard and examine the last month of your total advertising expenditures in much greater detail right here. In order to do this, I will just navigate over to the date display in the top right corner and then click on the option for last month. And I can take a much closer look at this month. As you can clearly see right here, it is once again broken down into the specific marketplaces where I'm currently running advertisements in Germany and in the USA. I can now access and review the comprehensive itemized list of all expenditures and the daily performance metrics for the entire month of January, including the total number of orders placed and the precise amount of ad spend that I incurred. This allows me to then thoroughly examine the specific campaigns run during January and conduct a much more detailed analysis. It's the same situation with all the products that are all listed here. Alright everyone, that's pretty much all for this video. I just wanted to give you a quick update on the earnings for January 2026. If you'd like more detailed information, feel free to write it in the comments and ask me. Hopefully we'll see each other again very soon with a new update video for LazyPublisher. Naturally, there are still many things planned. You can definitely look forward to that. So please like the video, subscribe to the channel and leave a nice comment here. Well then, have a good day and a successful February 2026. Bye.